Hello everyone, how are you? In today's class, we will continue Unit 15. In the previous episode also, we have learned some structures regarding to Unit 15, that is news, which is of meaning into words, grade 12. And in this class also, I am going to tell you some thing, or I'm going to give some information about passive reporting verbs, which is in Unit 15 of grade 12. So here I have written some structures, the two structures that can be used to solve the questions related to this Unit 15. And here I have written three questions. In your exam also, this sort of question, this type of question will be asked. So pay more attention to the class, pay more attention here, so it will be easier for you to understand, and it will be easier for you to solve the questions which are given in your workbooks, also in your student book, as well as the old is gold also. So when this question, the similar type of question is asked in the examination also, I hope it will be fruitful for you to solve those questions. Okay, so you are familiar with the passive structures. Previously also we have already solved various sentences regarding passive, but now it is quite different from them. Here I have written two structures. The first one is used, generally it is used for the present tense. When the question is given in the present tense, then the first structure will be used, whereas the second structure will be used when the given sentence is in the past tense. Are you clear? So once again I would like to repeat it. The first structure is starts from subject, will be followed by is, am, are. Pay more attention. Is, am or are will be used as per the number of subject. Here number of subject means the plural or singular. When the subject is singular, then there will be used is. Similarly, when the subject is plural, then are, and when the subject is I, am will be used. So is, am, are. Among three, you have plus is, am, are plus B3. Pay more attention here. What I mean to tell you is P3 is the given verb should be used in the third form. In these sentences, he was born in Manchester in 1932 is the first sentence given to us, and in the bracket, in the parenthesis, the word no is given to you. In the bracket, the word no is given to you, which is verb. So the same verb should be used in the third form. Is it clear, all of you? So what I mean to tell you, once again I would like to repeat it. He was born in Manchester in 1932 is the sentence given to us, which should be changed into passive, and in the bracket of verb is given there. The verb given in the first sentence is no, so the same verb should be changed into third form, that is the past participle form. And after that there will be use of 2 plus P1. Verb will be given in your sentence which is given to you, and remaining parts should be copied, that is object. So this is the structure that can be used for the present tense, the sentences which are given in the present tense. If the sentence are given in the present tense, then this first structure should be used, but the second or later structure will be used when the sentence is given in the past tense. For example, subject plus is, am, are. The structure says subject plus is and are plus B3. The same thing here also, but here something is different here. To have plus B3 will be used and will be followed by object, and it is for the past tense, the sentence which are given in the past tense. Okay, once again, to make you more clear, to make you more easier, I am going to repeat the structure. When you understand the structure, it will be very easier for you to solve all the questions. That's why pay more attention to the structure. What does your structure say? For all the sentences which are given in the present tense, the first structure will be used. Subject plus is, am, are plus B3. I have just told you that B3 of that verb which is given in the bracket. In this sentence, he was born in Manchester in 1932. No is given in the bracket. So the same verb will be used in the third form. Plus 2 plus P1 plus object. It is for all the present tense. And similarly, subject plus is, am, are plus B3. B3 of same vowel. Here also you should You should not be in confusion. So V3 plus to have plus V3 once again plus object for the past sentences. Okay, it will be more easier to you when I solve these questions here. So I'm going to solve question number 1, and the question number 1 says he was born in Manchester in 1932. No is the verb given here. So let me do it. It starts from subject. The subject which is given at the starting, you can understand it very easily. So it is in this structure also there is subject, so we have written subject. So after this I am telling you the process, guys. You have to understand the process. First of all, write the subject, then make sure about the tense of this sentence. In which tense it is given. Either it is given in the present tense or it is given in the past tense. So tell me, he was born in Manchester in 1932. Is it in present tense or is it in past tense? Can you tell me? Of course, here is the use of was. That's why the sentence is in its past form. So that we have to use the later structure. Second structure will be used to solve the first sentence. I just told you that for all the past sentences, this second structure will be used. But for all the present sentences, the first structure will be used. So let's come to this structure. The first process is to identify the tense of the given sentence, whether it is given in the past or it is given in the present. So we recognized it, we identified it, it is given in the past tense, so that the second structure will be used here. Subject, after that it will be followed by is or am or are. So tell me, he takes is or am or are. Of course is, because it is a singular subject, takes a singular verb. He is. Now after that, our work till here is over. Now V3 plus V3. I just told you that which is the verb. Verb is given in the bracket, isn't it? So no is our verb which is given in the bracket. So let's use the past participle form of no, or V3 form of no. What is the third form of no? Can you tell me? No is the base form, new is the second past form, V2, and non is the past participle form. So that here we can use the third form, he is non. K-N-O-W-N, non. Okay, so till here we have completed. Subject plus is, am, are plus V3 is completed. Now after this, to have plus V3 once again. So is non to have. Now V3, let's come to this point. You have to pay more attention here. So in this sentence also a verb is given here. He was born in Manchester in 1932. In this sentence also there is a verb. So you have to identify that verb, and in this place the third form of same verb should be used. Here in this place also the verb which is given in the sentence should be used, not in the brackets. ब्रैकेट में भएको verb-लाई हामीले पहिले युज गरिसक्यौ यहाँनेरि V3 भनेर, सब्जेक्ट प्लस is am are प्लस V3 भनेर ब्रैकेट में भएको verb-लाई त्यो V3 यति बेला युज गर्ने. तर 2 plus V1 वा 2 have plus V3 भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ यो V1 र V3 चाहिँ हामी कुन युज गर्छौं त, जुन हामीलाई सेन्टेन्समा दिएको छ. He was born in Manchester in 1932. Here was is the verb given to us, and it is not the action verb, it is the state verb. Okay, these sort of verbs are known as state verbs, so that the state verb was is given here. In the previous classes I have told you one thing. So what is the third form? We have to use to have. After to have we have to use V3, and our main verb is was. So what is the V3 form or past participle form of was? Can you tell me? Here it can be confusion to you, and most of the students are in confusion regarding this. Okay, earlier no is given, no was given, we have written non as V3, but was is given here as a state verb. And what is the third form of this verb? We have to use V3 form. Can you tell me what will be the third form of was? So pay more attention here. If is given, listen carefully. If is given as the state verb, then as V1 be will be used. And similarly, if was or were is given as state verb, the third form B3 will be used, been. Been will be used as B3. So what is the B3 of was? Now it's very clear, been is the B3 of was. That's why here he is known to have plus B3, have been. Now remaining part plus object means the remaining part you can copy as it is. So what is the remaining part here? You have completed till was, yes? So born in Manchester in 1932 is remaining, so it can be copied as it is. It becomes like this. He is known to have been born in Manchester in 1932. So the sentence become, when we change into passive, it becomes he is known to have been born in Manchester in 1932. Is it clear? Okay, so the second question, I would like to solve the second question also. His parents took him to America when he was 7. Listen carefully, the sentence is given to us. His parents took him to America when he was 7. Here, think is the verb given in the bracket. Is it? Okay, so what is the process? First of all, we have to identify. First of all, we have to recognize which tense is given, either present or past. Let's read the sentence. His parents took him to America when he was 7. Here, took is given. He was 7 is given, so of course it is the past tense, isn't it? Because the verb took is given to us. Took means the action already happened, that means it is the past tense. So let's use you recognize, you identified, it is the past tense. So let's use the second structure for this one also. His parents is the subject. After this, is, am or are should be used. What is suitable? Either is or am or are. Of course, his parents is plural here. That's why we have to use are. His parents are. Then after this, we have to use B3. What is the verb given in the bracket? Think is given here. So let's use the third form of think, past participle form of the think, that is thought. His parents are thought. T-H-O-U-G-S-T, thought is the V3 or past participle form of think. So his parents are thought. After that, to have. Thought, to have. Now V3 should be used here. After his parents subject, what is the verb given here? Took is given. So let's use the third form of took. What is the third form of took? Take is V1, took is V2, and taken is V3. So taken. Now remaining part you can copy as it is. It becomes his parents are thought to have taken him to America when he was 7. No need to change other thing after the verb. You can copy as it is. The remaining part can be copied as it is. His parents are thought to have taken him to America when he was 7. Finally, the last sentence here, I am going to solve it. He is a heavy drinker, and say is the verb given in the bracket. Go through the process. Let's identify, let's recognize the verb given here, tense given here in this sentence. He is a heavy drinker. Is given here. That's why what you have to understand, the sentence is in the present tense. Okay, so for present tense, let's use the first structure. Subject at the starting, he is the subject given here. After that, it will be followed by is or am or are. So he, of course, it takes is. Then after that, B3 should be used here. What is the verb given in the bracket? Say. So what is the third form of say? Said. He said. Now after this, 2 plus B1 plus object is remaining in the structure. 2 you can write as it is, but for V1, what is the main verb given in the sentence? What is the verb given in the sentence? He is a heavy drinker. Can you tell me? Once again, here also given the same type of verb, that is state verb is given, no action verb, but the state verb is given here. So is the verb, we can say it is the verb. And is it the V1 form? Is it the base form? Of course not. What I have told you earlier, if there is for V1 we have to use be. So let's use be here. He is said to be, and what is the remaining part after is? A heavy drinker. In this way, you have to solve the questions, you have to do all the questions which are given under this heading passive reporting verbs, okay? And it is one of the important questions for your exam also. Here you have to keep it in your mind, the two basic structures that can be used for passive reporting, and it is of unit 15, okay? I have already told you that subject plus is MR plus V3 plus 2 plus V1 plus object. It will be used for the present tense. If the sentences are given in the present tense, the first structure should be used, and if the sentences are given in the past tense, the second structures will be used. If the main verb is given was or were, then as V3 we have to use been, and if the main verb is given is, as V1 we have to use been. So I hope you can understand it, okay? So let's do all the exercises which are given in your book, workbook also, as well as the student's book also. Similarly, solve all the questions which are given in Old is Gold also. I hope you will do it, and if any confusion occurs there, you can ask me later. Okay, thank you.